And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to pass, it's back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lovett. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll pull it down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Makes the catch. It's Ibuka.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. He's looking to pass. They're setting up the screen. He's off to the races. Got some room, made it to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Catch in the middle. It's dealt. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw it again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Lovett. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's back. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, 4th and goal, you're backed up a little bit after a couple bad plays, and you make the play. You needed it. You find your receiver, throw it up. He goes and gets it. What a play by this offense in a critical moment.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Etienne. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Belt. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Dropping back, it's Beck. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The Dogs moving quickly to the line. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right at the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Gets it out fast. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The play-action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that ball is picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for it.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. To the air, it's Beck. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got it past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Throws to the tight end. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Clemson now operating in the red zone. On second down, just keeps firing. Got it in the middle, it's Maffa. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Now on second and short after the first down completion. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Turns it on in midfield. Open runway ahead. Running inside the 20. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
It is so nice to have a guy that can take a play that looks like it's going for no gain, break the tackle, and then you've got an explosive play now in great field position.
It's so awesome. You don't have to block it perfectly. He makes the guy miss, breaks the tackle, goes almost all the way down the field. Great play call. Give it to that guy.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Georgia comes quickly to the line. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught near the sticks. It's grinding spool. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied at 7.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Extending the play. Caught on the outside, it's Brown. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
He's just got a knack. I mean, he finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. He's going to pass. Coming after him. He'll pull it down and run. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Here's the handoff. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't get anything done on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's got him this time. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Maffa. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's looking to throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he holds it in after 25. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break.
That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, Clemson 14, Georgia.
Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Afterburner's coming. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays.
What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner or Champ Bailey or Keely Ringo and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Looking to pass. It's Beck. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pick. First down for this offense.
And how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
And the Dogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Touchdown, Georgia. Number 23 with the carry.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive. It made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Working the middle, it's complete. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
To the air on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
He'll just keep slinging it. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Third and inches. When your will, your heart, your desire is put to the test. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first in the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Gonna run it. It's Mama. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Got it in the middle. It's Lovett. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. To the air, it's Beck. He fires one deep down the right side. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Got to get to the line, get it settled, get the clock stopped for the potential game-tying field goal. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Dogs! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. Remember this one simple precept, and your time with me will not have been ill spent. The tight end is always open.
They think that, too. They think they're always open. Throw me the football, but especially in the red zone. This is where you see most tight ends do most of their damage. Big body guys, QB find him, hit him, touchdown.
When you dream of these scenarios, you never think the touchdown comes with 28 seconds left. It's always 3, 2, 1, horn, gun, ball game, and they got it done.
And that is heartbreaking for the defense as well, guys. They needed one stop, one big stop at a critical juncture of the game, and I know for them moving forward, that's a play they're not going to soon forget.
No, in ways I could have executed a little bit better.